are happy and okay in the absence of beautiful snow. The snow falls deep on the hillside, it slides to the valleys below, 'cause that's where the avalanche stops, in the mountains of Idaho.
This is Gary, and he's had quite a life.
I worked at Los Alamos National Lab in nuclear science and engineering for 30 years. Then retired up here in 2004 and thought I'd be running rivers all the time, but instead I'm playing music.
While whitewater rafting was one of the initial attractions Gary had to Idaho, he quickly discovered something else to occupy his time.
And I got up here and quickly realized that A, I'm too danged old, and B, wow, the music scene here is fantastic.
Music is Gary's passion, and he's interested in a very specific genre.
I like songs about actual events and actual people that lived in Idaho before radio came. So I don't see a reason to make up an event because truth is stranger than fiction.
Freed from chains, she crossed the plains and helped build Boise town.
This song Gary's singing is about Elvina Moulton, who's believed to be the first African-American woman to live in Boise.
I've read just about every historical book of any note that's been published on Idaho, and I just look for these really interesting stories like that sheds some light on the culture of the time.
Who would guess that she'd be blessed with a home beside a mare?
Gary says his heart is in preserving history and that songs are a good way to get people interested.
I've found that telling stories in music is magic. I mean, I can go give a lecture on the event I just described, right? I could probably do an okay job. But if I add that in a song,
but often it's just too damn cold.
And if they walk away with a sentence or two or even a phrase that they remember, you're in communications. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Way out in Idaho, in the mountains of Idaho, we traveled the country all over to admire the beautiful snow.
If a song catches your attention, you can learn more about the historical event it's based on through the books that Gary writes, like this one on Idaho poet Clarence Eddy.
Wow, how long has this taken you? This is a lot.
Well, I've been working on this for 17 years, and I hope to print it next week.
The majority of Gary's books are much shorter, and one in particular caught my eye.
Yeah, I wanna learn about strong women of early Idaho.
All right,
in
so-
song form. So
Down the bottom of Hell's Canyon.
okay.
In 1913, we had one hell of a time at the Oxbow on mighty Snake River, drinking moonshine and blackberry wine.
Each song and booklet is a culmination of endless hours of research that Gary does at various archives.
Because songs were never preserved in Idaho, almost uniquely among the lower 48 states, the only way you're going to find them is to get into libraries and old museums and things like that. And so here we are 200 songs later.
But a do-gooder wrote to Governor Oz, that teetotaling son of a gun.
This song is about a 4'11" woman named Fern Hobbs who declared martial law on what was then known as the wildest mining camp in America.
She read the act, then left on the train, and the governors and marshals remained. So, Fern Hobbs was quite a woman.
I love it.
Speaking of women, Gary says the ones in his life are absolutely incredible, starting with his daughter.
She's so talented.
I mean, she probably was 8 years old when she drew that from a picture.
Are you joking?
10, yeah.
She was 8 or 10 when she drew that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The family joke is that she came out of the womb with a pencil in her hand.
Why is everyone in your family so talented? I'm so impressed.
Gary walked me through a bit of his family tree.
This will take a while.
This'll take a while.
And even showed me where his wife does all her sewing.
So
Is this a
is
house or a factory going on
This is
over
the quilting
here?
factory.
It was really special to see how Gary and his family have found fulfillment through artistic expression.
If you want to buy one of Gary's booklets and CDs, all you have to do is send him an email, right?
Right.
What's the address?
oldslim47@gmail.com.
Okay, so they'll email you and expect to pay about $15, $20 a booklet, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And it's not about the money, it's about preserving these old songs.
Yeah.
But if I get a little income, it helps me continue.
Gary has a lot more stories to tell and songs to write, but he can't do it alone.
If somebody has a poem or a song from the early days, and I mean before 1923, I'm very interested in seeing that.
Reporting in Nampa, I'm Sophia Dumani.